ridiculous.
Like they're doing that stupid dance he does. Just stop it.
Alright, stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image of me that you're used to. I look money, a king bee making honey, see? Deep state, I hope you're ready for me. Now gather round, I'm the new sheriff in town. All my people rise up and stand your ground. Now drink up all the Diet Coke you got on your shelf. So just let me introduce myself. My name is Trump D. I like my mashed potatoes lumpy. Fake news, oh how I like to punk thee. That little sniper on the slope tin. He took a shot but he missed me. I don't fall, y'all, I'm like the ever ready bunny. Still going strong and spunky. So put on your big boy pants. Come on, let's do the dance.
The Trumpy dance is your chance to do the Trump.
Come on, do the Trumpy Trump. Come on and do the Trumpy Trump. Check me out, y'all. We do the Trumpy Trump. Just watch me do the Trumpy Trump. Yeah. Do you know what I'm doing? We do the Trumpy Trump. Come on, everybody do the Trumpy Trump. It's time to do the Trumpy Trump. Yeah. My favorite dish is a double Big Mac, cause I find it quite delicious. I ate up all your fries cause it's scrumptious. Hey yo, my squirrel, Peanut, are you listening? Yeah, they took you out like a rat. Why they treat you like that? It never would've happened, not with me. And yeah, it's safe to assume the communist agenda gonna end up in a tomb. Whoa, crazies, I always really baby. You never catch me cause you're just too lazy. Now join me and my homie fans, cause this is how we do the dance.
Trumpy dance is your chance to do the Trump.
Come on, do the Trumpy Trump. Come on and do the Trumpy Trump. Check me out, y'all. We do the Trumpy Trump. Just watch me do the Trumpy Trump. Yeah. Do you know what I'm doing? We do the Trumpy Trump. Come on, everybody do the Trumpy Trump. It's time to do the Trumpy Trump. Yeah, black people do the Trumpy Trump. Yeah. Do the Trumpy Trump. White people do the Trumpy Trump. Come on and do the Trumpy Trump. Brown people do the Trumpy Trump. Yeah, do the Trumpy Trump. All the Asians do the Trumpy Trump. It's time to do the Trumpy Trump. All the people do the Trumpy Trump. Everybody do the Trumpy Trump.
Doesn't he know any other steps besides this?
This should freak everybody out.
All right, you guys, podcast time. We got the equipment and the perfect business plan. Give our show away for free and tell no one how to find it. Ready? I'm going to start a podcast that has no focus, and it'll take up an inordinate amount of time.
How's everybody doing? This is one very, very tired John Jamingo. Oh, my God. I'm running about 3 hours sleep.
How much coffee?
You know what?
Cups
no
and
coffee.
cups?
No coffee.
No?
I'm Donald Trump in it. I'm Diet Coke in it today.
Mm-mm.
I had about 5 Diet Cokes.
Oh.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I have my Super Bowl 59
How did you get that so quick?
champion hat on today.
Thank you, Amazon.
My daughter went out to the stores where they already have all the merch, and she says, "Do you want a hat?" I said, "Do I want a hat?" That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Your Philadelphia Eagles is Super Bowl 59 champs, and I'm here for it. And then afterwards, like Philadelphians do, we went out and we did a lot of damage.
Burned your town down.
We set fires. We shot people in the eye with fireworks.
Tore down light posts.
Tore down light posts. We're going to get into some of that. I don't know what the fucking light post did. They tore them down. And then, and not only that, but the stadium was taken over by Eagles fans. It was like a home game. And the ones that couldn't get into the game were all over Bourbon Street.
Well, they also had it in Philly. They had it in the convention center.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and then they also have a Xfinity Live, which is down there by the stadiums. It's a big place where they're
outside watching the game.
And every bar in the Philadelphia area, South Jersey area, they all have it. I watched it by myself.
I watched it at home too.
Well, to be honest with you, it was. I don't want to be driving home late.
Well, it's all the other drunks that you got to worry about. I'm okay, but I know there's some
Yeah.
moron that's going to be like super celebratory, and then I'm going to crash into them or something.
What a
Oh,
game.
thanks.
If you're an Eagles fan, was the most amazing game I've ever seen
Yeah.
in my entire life.
It was
it was
a good game. I have to say that. Not as an Eagles fan, although I was cheering for them. It seemed like the whole team had it together. Like they were in sync the entire way. Like there's a couple little snafus here and there, but nothing terrible. I
That
thought
was
nothing that they couldn't recover from.
good old-fashioned Philly ass whooping.
Yeah, it kind of was.
So then I get a message on TikTok because I put up an Eagles thing after I got done. I did an Eagles TikTok where
Shocking. Okay.
I sang "No one likes us, no one likes us, no one likes us, we don't care." That song. And then Adam from
Philly, fucking Philly.
Philly, no one likes us, we
We
don't
don't
care.
care.
Right.
It's almost like a
So-
Jersey song, except it's Philly.
Exactly. So Adam says, the Eagles didn't win that game. The Chiefs lost the game. Now I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? You know what? Let me just say
Let me
something.
gear up and fight.
Here's the deal. The Philadelphia defense came out there and fucking manhandled that team. I mean, and
They
it's
were all
still-
over them, really.
Patrick Mahomes had no one to throw to. Our secondary blanketed them. They didn't get across the 50-yard line until the third quarter.
Would they have like 17 yards in the first half?
We had more points by the halftime than they had offensive yards.
Yep.
Okay? I think they had like
Crazy.
first downs in the whole first half. And, you know,
And they just dropped the ball a few times too. Like ridiculously, they shouldn't.
Yeah, I get that.
Well, there's a couple. One guy was wide open on the
I
Chiefs.
did,
And it just
yeah, he did. He
right
dropped
up.
the
I
ball.
was like, oh, that's bad.
All right, so I got a couple videos here. First, I want to see.
Sorry,
like,
folks listening.
how dare you?
They're
First of
listening.
all,
How they watching a video?
One of the big. Wait a minute. It's more audio, but I have. Okay,
Okay.
I should say that. I have some. What would I call it? I have some. Now you've got me all fucked up. I have some kind of video audio combination thing. You know what I think you'll like.
All right, just play it.
All right. So first is I love the predictions of other people. This is what I love. Here we go.
As a Cowboys fan, this is a prediction I really don't want to have to give because the Eagles are in the Super Bowl. And while I don't want the Eagles to win, I'm going to give y'all a real Super Bowl prediction, okay? When I look at big-time games like this, I look at three main things.
Oh, what
I
are they?
look at experience because you're in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I look at who has the better head coach.
You know something? I wonder how this Dallas fan does because I'm looking at this gentleman and he probably wasn't even alive the last time the fucking Dallas Cowboys were in the fucking Super Bowl.
He's not wrong there.
Right?
Yep.
All right. So, okay. Better head coach, Andy Reid. Okay.
And who has the better quarterback. And when you boil all three of those things down,
It's not the Cowboys.
there's only one answer, baby. There's only one answer, baby.
Just
There's only one answer, baby.
yeah.
Red England.
That's terrible.
Get it? I mean, I understand.
He's a Cowboys fan. He will never root for the Phillies or for the Eagles,
Eagles. I get
ever.
I get it.
So that's why, because he's stupid.
Yeah. And I was nervous all the way into the late into the third quarter. I know they were beating them I think they were beating them 34-6 or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And once we got into the fourth quarter, I'm like, all right, they can't come back now. They can't come back.
But could they?
Well, now listen, Patrick Mahomes came in there and threw 2 touchdowns against our second string defense. All right. They
Okay.
put the starters out. They figured, let's put the other guys in, let them play in a Super Bowl. We're beating them to death, and he got 2 touchdowns. Okay.
All right.
Here,
Don't get huffy at me. I'm not the one that's.
no, just saying.
All right.
Yeah. I told you I'm a little touchy today. Here's the play of the game. This is the play of the game that I almost had a heart attack on. This is when Cooper DeJean, 22 years old. He's younger than my twins.
His 22nd birthday.
Yeah, it's on his birthday. He's in the Super Bowl.
Cute. Really? He's a baby.
Patrick Mahomes drops back. They're chasing him. He slings the ball, and then this
First
happens.
down. You didn't just do that, Patrick.
He throws an interception.
Please get there.
That was a Chiefs fan, by the way.
Shut up. That was yeah. So I thought I had another one in here.
Yeah. So Budvugger says play of the game was Kenny Pickett with the victory formation.
Yeah,
What a fucking! They should have pulled him out and had Hurts go in for the last one.
No, they should.
Why would you give it to Kenny Pickett for the fucking?
Oh, because he's not going to be here next year. I don't think.
God, I hope they get rid of him. Well, I got his participation ring, so good job, buddy.
Yeah. Here's the pick. This is it. This is the call of the game. Like the Tom Brady and the other guy.
Right.
This is the pick.
3rd and 16. Mahomes rolling out. Looking. Firing. Intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean. Gets a block. DeJean is in. Touchdown. Wow.
Oh, Sirianni almost laid an egg. So excited.
I know. I got to tell you, just watching that again, I got goosebumps all over again. I got goosebumps.
How many times have you watched that play? It had to have been 2 dozen times you've seen
At
that.
least 10 times I've watched it today.
Today?
Today.
Yeah, today.
I
That's
can't.
2 hours.
It's all different. Like they have that, then they have the end zone where he's coming in from the end zone,
Yeah.
and then they got the music behind it with the Cooper DeJean is not a safety. He's a
never heard that.
miracle. So
Tom Brady with his
Here we go. Wow.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, so can we pause on this and talk about Tom Brady for just a moment?
Sure.
How much fucking surgery has he had? He has not one wrinkle in his brow. His jawline is incredibly sculpted now.
Yeah.
And that dent in his chin seems a little more pronounced. I don't know if he's
know what
they're
that
just
is?
not feeding him. What's his butt
No.
chin? But
That's his belly button. He's had so much skin pulled up. His dick's right around his neckline. That's not his Adam apple. That's his balls.
Bruce says you've used a whole jar of Vaseline today. Maybe.
I have not, but I know that they were greasing the poles. I know they were greasing the poles over in Philly, and I said, "Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of poles being greased in Philly after this win."
Jody says 3/4 of domination. Pretty much.
They put the second string in the fourth quarter. Yes, yes.
Nobody's freaking out about that.
Look, if the
Every
Eagles
time we
win-
say
I'm
3/4,
telling you, it makes it sound like he was coming. They weren't coming back. It was trash, garbage, fucking touchdowns.
you got to calm down. Nobody's bashing them. You're just getting all hot
If
and
they let
bothered.
the fucking first team out there, he wouldn't even have got them. He'd have probably
Okay.
got sacked like 9 more times.
The
His
3
offensive
quarters
line
were
sucked.
complete domination. You have to admit the first 3 were.
Oh yeah.
So they slid a little bit in the fourth. It doesn't matter. They didn't. It's not like they gave up the win. They still got the dub. So it doesn't matter. Relax.
I you know what? I'm offended by the term slid. They didn't slide.
All
They
right.
they did just
They
didn't
stomped. They marched. They
Yes.
kicked ass. Okay.
Yes, and
I
then
kicked
they
their way
put
in.
their second team in, and they,
Okay.
it's no sense in running the score up to 60 something.
You know, Jody, I'm trying to defend you here, but he's just
Well, it's
Gotcha.
ridiculous.
okay.
It's not like they were coming back.
Okay. Nobody has said that.
Okay,
All right.
just saying.
I know. You really don't need to defend it. It's okay.
And then
Deep
Philadelphia fans that were down in New Orleans, they were there for a couple of days, spreading around the Philly money, and the waitresses were very happy with Eagles fans.
I don't give a fuck about football, but let's just say I work at a very popular New Orleans establishment. And I just want to let you all know, fuck the Chiefs, because every single one of those bitches has been a shitty ass motherfucking tipper. Go Birds. They be tipping.
They'd be tipping.
Well, because they know what it's like to work for a living.
Now, you know what it is? It's not that I'm a sore winner. It's the fact that no, they make it sound like the Chiefs were even in the game. We pulled the first team out and let the second team go in, and and then Patrick Mahomes is throwing against our second team D.
Okay.
They couldn't get across the 50-yard line until the third quarter. Just saying. Whoops. Didn't want that. Not being a sore winner, but I'm certainly not going to be sitting here taking any kind of nonsense. I'll tell you that.
Nobody's abusing your team
All right.
yet, but I'm sure. Hey, Aaron,
For-
how are you?
For any of you Bills fans out there,
As a lifelong Buffalo Bills fan, after watching this game tonight, I'm going to do the one respectful thing I think I can do. I'm totally jerking off to the Eagles logo.
Ew.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills. But yeah, it was great. I'll tell you, when he intercepted that ball, I mean, you could almost feel the ground shake in the area. Everybody was like freaking out. What am I doing here?
It's another hurricane. You're losing your mind because you're all
I'm not.
messed up.
Listen, folks, there's gonna be a lot of mistakes tonight. I'm just about delirious.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that right now.
Just about.
Just about delirious. Here's one issue.
Mhm.
Apparently, we can't spell, and I don't understand this. But again, they're out there. I guess this was game day before this. It was pregame. They were out on the streets. And here's another Eagles fan.
You want to lead the chant with your people? Go ahead, spell it. E-A-G-E-L, Eagles! Michael.
We're going to work on a spelling lesson for the Eagle fans, man. That's the second time publicly this week I've heard it spelled wrong.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
Don't you have a song?
Yeah, we
Kind of like the ABC song, like the alphabet.
You notice what's happening. Let me just back this up for the people that are watching.
Mhm. I guess they couldn't sing it, so they put them on the spot.
See the gentleman that, well, you can't see it if you're listening, but there's a gentleman here. And let me just say and that seemed to be the same problem we had with the mayor. Mayor was also.
So you're saying because they're black, they can't spell?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Well,
You couldn't just literally say it.
I thought it was funnier to do it this way.
Okay.
And then probably good lucky Chiefs fans sound listening. All right, let's try this again. Good lucky Chiefs fans. That's sound listening to World Game Winner Buffalo prediction stream live in Super Bulletin. Wow, you're still drunk from the other night. Wow.
Well, welcome aboard, Lenny.
Welcome aboard, dude.
You type like John Reed's.
Yeah.
Poorly.
Jesus Christ.
They're all spelled right. It's just the.
No, they weren't. Put that back out. The Chiefs were spelled wrong.
Oh well, that's true. The Chefs fans.
Yeah, as a Chefs fan, sounds.
You got World's Games, Buffalo predictions, streaming. You got everything else right.
All right,
Chiefs then. He's fine.
No three-peat.
No.
I hate this baby so much.
I love this.
No.
Love that.
That was Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
And listen, if it wasn't for them playing the Eagles, I would have been rooting for the Chiefs. I really would have wanted to see them have a three-peat.
Yeah.
I think Patrick Mahomes is an amazing quarterback. I'm a fan of Travis Kelce, and of course, I am now a fan of Andy Reid. He was our coach here for 10-something years. He took us to a Super Bowl and a bunch of NFC Championship games. So, it's a shame. It's a shame we had to put an ass whooping on them.
Oh.
But, an ass whooping.
You learn, I guess.
All right. So, shall we get into the real part of the Super Bowl, the commercials?
It's always about the commercials. Yeah.
All right. So, which one was your favorite commercial? I have a couple.
All right. Dirk says he ain't the MVP though. So,
who's not the MVP?
Mahomes.
Mahomes isn't the okay. Did they make the MVP of the league yet? They don't think they
did. They chose the MVP
of the league or of the Super Bowl.
The league.
Who was the MVP of the league?
Josh Allen.
Oh, I'm sorry. The guy didn't make it into the Super Bowl. That fucking guy. That guy that gets beat by the fucking Chiefs in the playoffs.
No, I don't see your Eagles.
Year?
He didn't get none of your guys got MVP.
What the fuck?
You can shit talk them all you like. So
Is he in the
he's a good
Super
dude.
Bowl? Is he wearing a Super Bowl championship hat? I'm sorry. Hold on.
No, you're
Did he
not.
win an AFC championship yet? Since he's been in the league, has he been to a Super Bowl yet? The MVP of the league.
Dirk is so annoyed with you right now.
What the fuck
I told
am
him
I?
he was at least 10 minutes.
What am I out of my mind?
Right.
How is he the MVP of the league? His team didn't even make it to the fucking Super Bowl.
Okay.
And you know something? On my top 5 of MVP players in the league, he wouldn't even make the top 5. You got, as far as I'm concerned, Saquon Barkley. You could make another case for Patrick Mahomes. I mean, look what he did this year. I mean, look how many scores, one-score games.
Yeah,
that
he ended it really well. Good job.
Josh Allen. That's a fucking embarrassment. If I was a
How
Bill fan,
dare you?
That's an embarrassment, Josh Allen.
Dirk said I gave him 20 minutes. He's still yapping. I know. He's hilarious at this point.
Ridiculous. All right.
All right. Can we move on to the commercials, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. So which one was your favorite?
There was a few I thought that were really good. I did like the I did like a couple of the Budweiser ones. I'm a big fan of anything with the Clydesdales. So I'm happy the Clydesdale horses were back. And I thought that was just cute when he rolls the keg falls off the truck and he just kind of rolls it. The young Clydesdale decided he's going to roll it into town and rolled it into a bar. So that was cute.
I consider that the Josh Allen of Super Bowl commercials.
Okay. I'm sorry your fucking retarded Eagles weren't in any commercial then. Anyway, I like that commercial. What was your favorite?
Well, my favorite was the Doritos with the alien.
I know, because are they still flying around in the drones?
I don't know. Are they? I haven't seen any.
I don't know.
And then when they're trying
they were coming to
trying to fight over the bag, and when the thing finally pulls out of the bag, it goes and blows up the alien ship. I like that. My second favorite one was Shane Gillis in the cul-de-sac.
Yes, that was funny.
That was really good.
It's amazing how Budweiser has pivoted.
Yeah.
So hard.
From the unwoke ones.
Yes.
All right. So what was your next one that you liked?
So I did like that one. The Clydesdale was cute. I got a kick. I don't even drink Mountain Dew. I don't think I've ever had it with Seal being a seal. It just made me laugh really hard because I'm like, is that Seal?
Seal is a seal.
What he's done. I don't know what he's done since Kiss from a Rose. I'm sure he has a career, but I don't know anything.
Which one of the supermodels was he banging that married to?
I thought Heidi Klum.
That was Heidi Klum. That's right. He was banging Heidi Klum. I thought that was a good one. What was another one you had?
There was, I did like the Space Aliens one. I did like was it Instacart with all the mascots?
That was a good one too.
That was funny because they showed when they started, they said puppy, monkey, baby, and I went, oh no,
we're bringing baby back. Yeah.
I brought that fucking thing back, but it was just that when they had them all together, which probably was not cheap to do, to get all those mascots.
All those trademark ones.
Yeah, so that was good.
Some of the ones I was hoping for was Spuds McKenzie. I didn't see a Spuds McKenzie, but
Spuds.
Like all the other mascots, I guess it was mascots, trademarks, whatever you want.
Mascots.
It was pretty cool. And then the other one I really liked was the old ladies, the weather tech.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Where the lady yells, "Bingo!"
And just
turns around and she pulls her top out, lets her big old titties flop out.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
And it was very like Thelma and Louise, like the gang, the four of them all like in the car. And you had said on earlier this morning was the Lay's potato chip. Was it you had said it or Bruce with the Lay's potato chips with the potato farmer? I thought that was kind of cute.
Oh, okay, yeah. It was cute. It's like I like a funny in your face commercial, not like that.
Shocking, yeah.
So the Clydesdale,
the ones that make you think in the feels, like that. So the Clydesdale one didn't get you in the heartstrings.
Yeah, it's like
that explains it.
These are for broads. Those are the ones for broads. It's like, oh, she planted a potato and it grew.
For broads, okay.
Oh, look, the pony jumped the fence and kicked the keg all the way down to the bar. Oh, look how cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't drink Budweiser.
All right. And then the other one I really thought was good that I didn't really see. It didn't get that much play was the Reese Lava Cup. Where
Oh,
they're
that
trying,
was funny, actually. That was
they're
really
trying to catch the lava and they're trying to stop the people from eating real lava.
My favorite was the lady in the wheelchair, like rolling down, and they pick her up, and her wheels burst on.
Burst into flames because it's over the heat.
That was so funny. That was Bruce says, "Up now I'm abroad." Yeah, sorry, Bruce.
Sorry, Bruce.
I guess you're a chick now.
You are from
John
California.
thinks anybody who has an emotion is a chick.
You are from California.
Yeah.
You have a sensitive side. What do you want from me? I'm just saying, it's not a bro commercial. Like the Reese's Lava Cup is a bro. It made me want to go get a Reese's Lava Cup. No?
It didn't make me want to buy one. It just laughed.
And then the Bud Light one made me want to go have a barbecue out in a cul-de-sac. And then the Doritos one wanted me to get a bag of Doritos. The Budweiser, the horse thing, rolling a thing just made me went, oh. All right, what's next? I'm just saying. All right, any of the ones you hate?
I did not care for the Hellman's one with the Harry Met Sally, like the redo. That was so pathetic. I was just like,
she wasn't even really good at it either. It wasn't even a really good.
Well, it's first of all, it's like, evening TV, but they're not going to put that in there. But I can't get past Meg Ryan's face. Like it doesn't. It's a lot of work. Like she's had some surgery. It's not
some.
Yeah. Well, trying to be nice.
But looks like the Joker.
A little bit. It's not flattering, and it just looked boring. It wasn't it was funny, I guess, in the scene. All right, Bruce still thinks she's doable, of course, but
okay.
That floats your boat. That's cool.
Throw a leg over. I got it. The other one was the one I really liked was where the Dodge Ram one, where the father's reading a bedtime story, but you don't know he's reading a bedtime story.
Oh, with Glenn.
I don't know who the actor was.
Oh, what's his name? No, I like that one too.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
He was cute.
You know what? There wasn't much boobage in any of this. There wasn't really any female sexuality in any of these commercials that I can remember. You know what was one of my?
They did one about breast cancer. It was literally boobs.
That's not what I'm talking about. It's not. Okay. I'm not talking about breast cancer. I'm talking about,
Oh, like just the sexualization of women.
Listen, I'm talking about the objectification of hot women. That's what I'm talking about.
Sorry.
Like, remember the old Pepsi commercial where Cindy Crawford and a pair of Daisy Dukes and a white wife beater comes out and she's trying to put money into the Pepsi machine to get the Pepsi, and she's drinking the Pepsi. That'll make you grease your pole. That one, something like that.
All right. Well, I guess Pepsi didn't think objectifying women was the way to sell.
Yeah, like the old days.
Apparently that doesn't work.
Oh, it works. It still works. It's just they don't want to.
Do you buy Pepsi? I don't like Pepsi. I like Coke, so I would buy.
Yeah, I understand that. But what I'm saying is, why they can't do these sexy commercials with women anymore?
Okay, why?
Because of ugly broads. Ugly broads come out,
right?
And they start screaming.
We had a meeting and said no more hot chicks.
The ugly broads.
Yeah. We had a meeting and decided that no more pretty people should be in commercials looking hot.
You put something in the Discord where you had a picture of a plain girl and then a girl all made up with the contour and the lips and all that. Remember that?
I remember seeing it. I don't know if I put it in, but maybe I did. Okay.
And I'll be honest with you.
Which one would you be interested in? Yeah.
In the plain Jane girl. I'm a plain Jane girl. You know why? I'll tell you why.
So what if she was made up like Cindy Crawford drinking a Pepsi? You would turn her away?
No, so here's what I'm saying. Is that women put all that makeup on and shit and all that for women. We don't really care. Guys don't really care. And the reason I say that is if you have like a plain Jane girl and a girl that takes, there's two different types of girls. There's a low maintenance girl and a high maintenance girl. You know the difference between a low maintenance girl and a high maintenance girl? It's very easy to figure out.
Why don't you tell me what you think it is?
Okay, I'm glad you asked. So what happens is if it takes if someone says, "Hey, let's go do something. Let's go get ready. Let's go do something." From the time they go in to take a shower, get ready, if it's under an hour, low maintenance. Over an hour, high maintenance.
It depends on what it is.
No. John's rules.
Yeah. No.
John's rules.
Wrong.
Low maintenance, under an hour, No. I mean, makeup, hair, all that shit under an hour.
Okay.
High maintenance over an hour. Because in other words, you wake up on a Saturday morning. If
Mhm.
you're out with if you're dating a low maintenance girl and you
Mhm.
say, "Look, let's go to breakfast," she grabs her hair, she puts it in a ponytail or a messy bun, throws a cap on or something, throws on some clothes, and out the door you go, and she's fine. High maintenance girl goes, "Ah, I got to go get a shower." She's doing her hair. She's got to put her face
Well,
on and all that.
some people wanna take a shower. That's
You ain't
okay.
gonna yeah, you ain't gonna go you ain't getting the breakfast. You're going lunch because by the time she gets ready, it's lunchtime.
Well, it's not my problem. You've had terrible experience with women who take too long to get ready, because that sounds like what that is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay.
I've had
I know
both.
I can be out the door within an hour with a shower. When I come back from the gym, I can be ready within an hour. So,
That's your low maintenance.
probably.
Fantastic. Love a low maintenance girl.
Well,
Low maintenance girls are
that's all you
amazing.
get. It's not much. It's not fancy, but
I'm
you
just
get what
saying,
you
there's
get.
nothing wrong with that. That's fantastic, and you always
Mm.
look stunning when you go out. I've seen pictures of you when you're out about
I look
about.
exactly like this. It's not stunning,
That's
but
not true.
okay.
Um, yeah. So I'm just saying. And then you see these other ones where they've got their nose contoured and all kinds
No.
of stuff, and they're putting stuff, dropping stuff all over the face, and they're sponging shit around. It's
They literally change their it's I'm of two minds of that. It is impressive to be able to apply that style of makeup. It is
Right.
also a fuck ton of work. And I don't personally, I do not have the patience. I don't care. Like if I was going to an event where I needed to dress that much, I would probably go have my makeup professionally done, frankly. But other than that, the makeup I wear for podcasting, for work, to go out is probably the same 5-minute nonsense. It's not fancy. It just is what it is. So, yeah, but if there's like a glamour type event, I would have to have my makeup done because I don't know how to do
I'll make
I don't know how to do my makeup any better than this.
I'll make one exception. One exception is if you're at a wedding or something, and there's
Well,
gonna be a lot
the
of
an
photos.
event, yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
dress.
that there's an exception for that.
Yeah.
Where did I see the other day? I was watching Megyn Kelly went somewhere. She went to go. Oh, it was the day that Megyn Kelly went to Washington for the inauguration.
Okay.
And she's in hair and makeup, and they've got these big giant rollers in her
Well,
hair.
yeah.
And
Do you think
it's
her hair normally looks as gorgeous as it does? No,
But see,
not at all.
she's a crossover. She's the kind of girl I think that could throw her hair in a ponytail, messy bun, no makeup, out the door, look pretty good. But then again, done up looks pretty good too.
Well, have you seen her not done up? That's the whole thing.
No, I have not. I don't know.
She might, I don't want to say be unrecognizable, but she may look wildly different.
You think so?
I think I also think Megyn Kelly's had a lot of work done, which bothers me because I don't think she looks like she did 10 years ago. And I think I think she's entirely too skinny.
She's too
But
skinny. That I'll give you.
she needs a couple sandwiches.
Yeah, she
Not that
does.
I'm critiquing body because Lord knows
I am.
shouldn't. Well,
She could put on another. She could very well. I think she would look a lot better if she put on like 15 pounds.
Yeah.
That's all.
I think she could probably stand a little bit more. She looks very pointy, like
She's
everything's
very-
sharp.
Yes.
There's no soft spots on her at all.
Yes.
But yeah, I think it would be someone who probably looks very different without her makeup. And I don't even know. And so here's the kicker: you don't know if that's all her hair either, because there's so much in the way of weaves and extensions and things like that.
Yeah.
It's
I would imagine this. Anytime I see somebody with their hair below their shoulders, I automatically say they're extensions. You don't see that anymore. I don't know. You know, before we get off the Super Bowl, one thing I do want to.
There you go. Dirk says she's had a lot of work done. She looked better before.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes you can do too much. Before we got to talk about Taylor Swift. End of an era.
It's so bad.
Well, here's the thing. Poor Taylor Swift went out to the Super Bowl, and she's Travis Kelce's girlfriend. So she is rooting for the Chiefs. Well, you've got a whole damn stadium full of Eagles fans. So when they put her up on the big screen,
Right.
Traveltron, whatever it is, big giant screen, The Eagles fans are going to boo her.
That side eye. She's just like,
she's like, she's not used to. She's never been booed before. I don't think she's ever been booed in her entire life. So she sees she's on the big screen, and then she gives it a side eye, like, "What's going on here?" And you can almost see her right now. She's going mad. It's like,
yeah, like I get it. Like all you Eagles fans are stupid and passionate and all, but like it's she's successful. I can't fault her whether I enjoy her music or not. She clearly is successful. She's good at what she does. Enough people like her to make her the star that she is. And the fact that she gets put up on the jumbotron and the Eagles fans are like, boo. Like what does that even mean? Like what is that?
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Why? We do the
What
other
does that
team.
even do?
Well, and again, she grew up outside of Philadelphia in a suburb. Like,
so it doesn't mean she has to be.
well, she said she was
fan forever.
She said she was an Eagles fan.
Okay,
all right, she came here. She said she was an Eagles fan,
okay.
And Jody just says Tom Brady looks like an alien.
He totally does. Yeah.
But she moved down to Nashville. Look, she's banging the tight end of the Chiefs. What do you think she's definitely going to be a Chiefs fan. And as Eagle fans, we're definitely going to boo her. That's just the way it is. That them's the rules.
Okay. Well, they would boo. Well, the whole point is they would probably boo anybody who was not.
Yes.
Go green or go birds or whatever.
Right.
So, but the whole thing, they make it. I think the NFL has also exploited, and she's, profited off of it too. But I think they've exploited the shit out of her. Every time they pop her image up, her little fans get excited. Look, but people are tired of seeing her.
Now, I disagree. And here's the other thing.
Really? Yeah. She just got booed. You think they're happy to see her?
I think I just explained it. The only reason that she got booed, she was in a stadium full of Eagles fans.
Right.
She's a Chiefs fan, and they put her up there, and they've been the Eagles fans do what we do the best.
Okay.
We didn't throw a battery at her. We didn't hit her with a snowball.
Trust me, if you could have thrown a battery at her, somebody would have chucked one at her.
No, I don't know.
I totally do.
So anyhow, Taylor Swift gets booed, and all the Swifties come out.
Of course.
And they're very upset.
How dare you boo her?
I didn't see it for myself, but if people booed.
Look, I haven't seen this, but I'm going to be in my car and make a video of it and tell you how I feel about something that might have happened that someone told me about, but I didn't actually see it. So sit down and shut the fuck up.
She's an asshole. No one gives a shit about a housewife.
Taylor Swift.
Oh, that's right. She's one of the housewives.
Real housewife of, I think, New Jersey. Actually, I think she's a Jersey
I didn't
one.
know that. Okay, so now I can boo her. Here we go.
I didn't see it for myself, but if people booed Taylor Swift, you don't have to be a fan, a non-fan. What human being boos someone else? That hasn't.
Eagles fans.
Is she kidding? Has she met her herself? She's kind of a bitch.
Yeah, Eagles fans. I just told you who does this. Eagles fans do this.
Well, but she's an asshole. She does dumb shit.
She didn't do anything wrong. She's a Chiefs fan in a stadium full of Eagles fans. I don't understand why this is so hard for you people.
That's mean-spirited.
Oh, wah. Oh, shut up.
Mean. Oh,
you're from New Jersey. Shut up.
And
of course it's fucking mean.
The future.
Okay.
Oh, she's concerned about the young girls as she's on her TV show exploiting herself. But
which one was
Bethany? Thank you.
Which was the one that flipped over the table? Was this her?
Could be. I don't know. I don't watch those dumb bitches.
A little long in the tooth.
For our daughters and
our daughters.
The future.
She's so fucking concerned. She's concerned about just staying relevant. That's all Bethany Frankel is worried about. Well, we're the same age, me and Beth, good old Bethany.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's 54. Fuck, she looks.
Okay.
I feel like I look better. I think she just looks older. I thought she was older. But she's just fucking annoying.
She's got that Megyn Kelly too thin look.
Oh, she's a founder of Skinny Girl. Did you ever hear of Skinny Girl? Like cocktails and food. Yeah. Well, she creates like skinny girl cocktails and things like
Oh,
that.
okay.
So.
Oh, a man who would have.
Oh, Bob's gonna be my age in 2 days.
When will I be? When will I drink a skinny drink, please?
Well, I didn't say you might have drank it, but just the fact you might have heard of it.
Okay. All right. We also have another Swiftie very upset.
Not like a Taylor Swift fan, but y'all booing her at the Super Bowl was so mean. Like,
Oh, it was mean. Oh, you
Y'all.
mean.
Y'all.
You booed a billionaire. Oh.
Yeah, whatever.
She was so upset that she almost cried on her way to her private jet to leave.
one, she didn't ask to be on camera. Two, do you realize she's a person? Like, you are weird.
Really? Is she a person? Wow. Thank you.
Of course, we realize she's a person. That's why it was fun to boo her. It cracks me up.
She is just a person there watching the game. Like, why would all y'all boo her? Who cares?
Because she's a Chiefs fan and a stadium full of Eagles fans.
As if you don't want to see her, like, and then
Don't show her.
It made me so sad. She like looked around and she was like, "What's going on?" Like that. Y'all are shitty people.
Thank you. All right,
Well, then you know what? Blame the film crew for the Super Bowl. They're the ones that put her up on the jumbotron. Why don't you do that? Why don't you blame her parents for birthing her so she exists? Like, get over it, princess. It's fucking life. Taylor Swift is already over it. You know what people are talking about today? Taylor Swift.
Like this.
You know
bro.
who's not sad about
I'm
it?
sorry,
Taylor Swift.
booing Taylor Swift at the Super
Oh
Bowl.
my
Like, how
God.
old are we? Who?
How old are we?
How big are her lips?
I know, and they are.
Girl.
She's got
stop.
some DSLs, doesn't she?
What?
DSLs.
Oh, gross. Okay. No, this girl needs to stop inflating her face. It's just, and take
Yeah.
off those stupid eyelashes. High maintenance girl right there.
There you go. That's high maintenance.
Who cares who you like and don't like? Like, where's your
Like-
humanity? This is a human being watching her boyfriend play a game. Grow up. Are people well? Like, what is going on? It is really sick.
It's so sick. She's just there supporting her boyfriend. Oh my God. She's just a person.
She's a human being. She didn't ask to be booed.
She has feelings, you know. God, shut up.
Jody says she's not a person anymore. She's a brand.
She's a
Taylor
brand.
Swift, she's a brand.
She's the Taylor Swift. That's what she is. And you know what? She's making a fuck ton of money.
All right. So did you see
Thank
her?
God they're all white knighting for her today because she certainly couldn't do that for herself.
Did you see her at the game today?
The game,
Or
the
the
game
other-
yesterday.
Yesterday. Did you see her outfit? Is what I meant to say.
She had shorts and boots on like she always does. Yeah.
Did she? I just thought it was a very poor choice. I thought it was very.
She's
almost
Taylor
like-
Swift. She wear
Yeah,
what
but
she
I
wants.
it was like trailer Swift. It was like very trailer trashy kind of. You know, for a billionaire.
Maybe that's what Travi wanted.
You think Travi wanted that?
Well, he was wearing full out. Did you see what he was wearing?
He looked like he was dressed in gold lame or some kind of.
1970s zoot suit, something or other. I was like, what the fuck are you wearing? And you know what the best part is? He had to leave wearing that.
I know.
He had this weird couture suit. It was very, very trendy, very on brand for whatever they're making him out to be. Did he get more hair, by the way? It looked like
His
he
hair's
had some
grown out.
implants.
No, I don't think he did that.
His hair is a lot thicker and lusher than it was a couple years ago. It seems, and it's a little darker. So maybe we're
Well, I mean, he might have. I don't know.
it's the Super Bowl. No one cares. You can have a helmet on. I don't know. He looks a little different as well.
Mm.
I wasn't a big fan of that creepy mustache he had, that pedo stash. So I guess the
Yeah, I
beard
was-
is okay.
Yeah,
but
he doesn't look in a mustache. He does look like a.
Some
looks like-
guys, yeah,
It's a porn stash.
yeah,
It's what it is.
it was a porn stash. Some guys can wear that well, and he wasn't one of them.
No.
No,
Mm-mm.
it was like
Oh.
a little sticky, creepy mustache.
I'm a fan of Travis Kelce. I think
course
I think he's a good guy. I do. I've listened. I've listened to his podcast. I've seen him on other shows.
I'm sorry.
He seems
He
like a
looks like
pretty
he's
good
dumb.
guy.
He looks dumb. He looks like he's like, well, here's the thing. You got Jason, who's like the family guy. He's got the wife, a bunch of kids. And then they got the dumb brother, Travis, who's cute, but he looks like he's stupid. He might be bright. I'm not saying he is stupid. He just looks like he's the dumb one. Like, I don't know. The pretty one, but he's maybe not so smart.
Okay.
Maybe he is. I don't know. That's just the I don't want to listen to him because I just don't care. But
All right, noted.
adrenochrome will fix your hair.
Dust.
There you go.
Duchess doesn't like Travis. Okay, that's fine.
I don't care. I don't think about it. I don't care about him that much to pay attention to him. That's all.
Noted.
Okay.
All right, why don't we do this?
Changing the subject now.
All right, now that this week is done, we're done football for a while. Man, it's going to be until July. What do you think of the USFL? Are you going to even in March it starts?
I might tune in just because football, but I have to see who's playing. It's all
Right,
the reject teams, right? It's all the rejects and retireds.
It's like watching retarded Canadian football.
I won't watch Canadian football. Ugh. But
be down. What the fuck? Whatever. I mean,
I will check it out. But in the meantime, I have no sports left, so I'll put on hockey just so I can watch people beat each other up, and I'm just gonna hang in there till baseball. But the baseball's it's slow.
Yeah. Is baseball too slow? I
And
don't
I
like
hate
hockey.
basketball. I just can't watch basketball.
Yeah, I can't watch basketball. Although
It's too squeaky.
I was a fan of the Indiana Fever with Caitlin Clark. I was a fan of hers. I loved watching those games when I got a chance to watch them.
She had a commercial on last night. Did you enjoy that?
Did she?
She was in a Nike commercial.
I don't remember that.
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah, it's hard to watch every commercial.
I actually got up during the game to go to the bathroom because I didn't want to miss the commercials.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that.
I'm like, oh, they scored another touchdown. I can go to the bathroom now.
Oh, I got you. So Donald Trump is running roughshod over the country.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but I love everything this guy's doing.
Of course.
I love the fact on his way to the Super Bowl, he signed a declaration to make the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. And they're like, everything he does, but what he's really, really doing, I mean, he just every little way to get back at somebody. He's really petty Betty about this, but you know what?
Yes.
They did this. They did it to him, and now he's doing it back, and now they're complaining about it. So when Trump left office in 2020, Biden removes his press briefings. Here we go.
Ask you then something that you do have oversight of as president. Should former President Trump still receive intelligence briefings?
I think not.
Why not?
Because of his erratic behavior unrelated to the insurrection.
I mean, you've called him an existential threat. You've called him dangerous. You've called him reckless.
Yeah, I have, and I believe it.
What's your worst fear if he continues to get these intelligence briefings?
I'd rather not speculate out loud. I just think that there is no need for him to have that intelligence briefing. What value is giving him an intelligence briefing? What impact does he have at all, other than the fact he might slip and say something?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that with you, Joe, right?
So look at him now, right? This was 2020.
Yeah.
Time has not been kind to him. 4 years of presidency has ruined him.
Right.
Because he looks a little goofy here, but he still looks like he could sort of formulate. He almost sounds like he could formulate a thought. Fast forward 4 years, it's not even the same person.
I know. It might not be the same person. He might be dead.
Oh, that's right. It might be the actor, right?
Daddy Longleg. Biden Daddy Longleg.
Yeah, okay.
Right. So what does Trump do? Trump removes his briefings. He can't get them, which is really kind of
well,
cool.
not for nothing. He shouldn't, because I point like he's right here. He shouldn't get them because he could barely function.
But you know who could use them?
Jill?
His family. His family could use them.
Yeah, fuck them. They get nothing. They get nothing and like it. Nothing.
Jody B says, did you see hymns about starting to sling weight loss drugs?
Yes.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm looking into it, to be honest.
Well, just make sure your information is reviewed by actual doctors. That's the whole thing. You have a doctor. Why would you look at them when you have a doctor prescribing stuff to you?
Price. The price of it. It's a lot cheaper.
Right.
So, if it does the same thing, it's really weird because people like Bob who poo it, they say, oh, whatever. But they found out that Monjaro, what I take, will also not only it helps your heart, and now they
Mm-hmm.
found out that people are taking this thing. Like if you have a fatty liver, like I do, it actually helps reduce that. So that's working pretty well because last time I went, the doctor was checking my signs. He goes, "Oh, your liver's getting better. You exercise?" And I went,
Of course.
"Of course I am." So, but I mean, these GLP-1 medications are really they're something. They are something. Okay. All right. So anyhow, so Trump pulls his briefing, and they melt down. Oh, this is retaliation. Is it? Why does he need one? He is nonsensical. Like, in other words, he doesn't even know where he's at, and we're going to give him briefings for what? For fucking what? Are you out of your mind, people?
He shouldn't have them. He's dangerous at where he's at because he clearly has no control of his faculties. He doesn't know where he is. He can't speak. I can't speak, but I don't have national secrets and I'm getting national briefings. He shouldn't. There comes to I mean, how much did they give all the other presidents national briefings? Like, do they all still get it? Like, does Obama get it?
I think they do. Yeah. George the first one, the old man, Bush
Senior.
Yeah, when you remember he was head of the CIA. So when he left the presidency, he was working as a consultant for the Saudis, and the reason they were paying him was because he got those briefings. So he had some inside information. Wing Wong, he gets caught coming across the border again, but watch this. Watch how fast. There he is trying to cut the razor wire.
That bum leg, he moves pretty quick.
Right. So he's over there trying to got a Mexican trying to cut the razor wire and get through it, and got all these other Mexicans get through. Fuck. And then here they come. Here comes the people. Here comes the oops. They're getting through, but we got other people coming. Like the National Guard started right away as soon as they saw it, so they got there pretty quick. Here they are. There they are.
So back up.
So back up.
Well, that's all right. They'll catch the other ones.
Yeah, there they all are sitting there. I'll be honest with you. I think what we should do with this is what they do in Poland. I think we should get the water cannons out. Oh my God. When they come up, hit them with the water cannons. Oh, that's mean. Don't come to the fucking. Don't come to the razor wire.
I understand.
Either that, one or two things. We either do that or we electrify the wire. Either way. And mark it in Spanish. No touchio wire spotio.
El spicy wire.
El Zappo El
Your asso.
I
don't know. I don't speak.
I don't speak it either.
You know I don't speak Spanish.
I don't speak Spanish. But
oh, here you go. Aaron says, "Why not both?"
Because
Because water and electricity work so well together.
Hose them down and then hit them with the electric.
Do you remember the scene in the first Jurassic Park when the little kid's climbing over the fence?
Yes.
And they turn the wire on, and little Timmy goes like right off the fence. Yeah.
I get it.
Release the cobras, says Bob. Oh my God.
See, what I think they should do is as
tigers,
as there should be like a perimeter alarm. So like when you trip the perimeter alarm to alert the to the National Guard and all. Red alert!
That's a fun alert.
No.
Budbugger says sharks with freaking laser beams.
Laser beams. Freaking laser beams.
Sorry, we can't do sharks. They're endangered.
Oh. I'm sorry. I forgot. We got a segment coming up now. If I can find it here. Everybody ready?
Tweets, she's the key.
All right.
First of all, Jason, that's amazing. That is fan-fucking-tastic. He put that together so quickly. It was insane. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I
Here we go.
think. Oh.
Donald Trump tweet from the Super Bowl.
Okay. The only one that had a tougher night than the Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift. She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving.
There you go. And then we have.
Well, of course, it's ChatGPT. We know that.
Of course.
Still fun. Still fun.
We're getting rid of pennies, ladies and gentlemen.
For far too long, the United States has minted pennies, which has literally cost us more than 2 cents. This is so wasteful. I've instructed my Secretary of the U.S. Treasury to stop producing new pennies. Let's rip the waste out of our great nation's budget, even if it's a penny at a time.
I like that.
I hate this. That sounds so terrible.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
That is our segment of Trump tweets.
She's got the feed, she's got the bait. When you need a laugh or just to see, Kate's got the tweets, she's the key.
All right.
Sorry. It's just so ridiculous.
You know, it's got to be. I made a graphic for it now. It's got to stick.
Oh no. Well, you do that and then they drift away. So I'm just not going to.
They wanted you to read Kanye West's tweets.
I'm not reading Kanye West tweets.
In black voice.
No. Have you all like met me before? I'm not doing that. No way. I still need my job. Like I can get away with it with this shit, but if I'm start reading black voice.
There's this one. There's no way. There was one that made me laugh so hard. This was a video. I there's no way I could play it here. I'm so mad that I can't play it here.
We'll get kicked off of every platform.
No, I don't think we would because
Throw it up on the tickety talk then.
No. So let me explain what happened. So the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? LeVar Burton. What was his name?
Kendrick Lamar.
Something like that. Yeah.
LeVar Burton, Kendrick Lamar. Okay, almost the same name. Yeah.
Black guys. So what happened was, like me and other people didn't know who he was. We didn't watch it. We just turned the sound off and did whatever.
Oh.
So there was a video today on Twitter, and it was like what boomers thought.
Oh my God, fuck people saying.
Yeah, and it was a cat over 2 turntables, and it was saying the N-word over and over and over.
Oh my God, that is not appropriate. Do not play that.
Oh my God, it was so funny.
No.
Oh, I was roaring. I was like, God, why can't I play that?
Yeah.
But kind of, sort of. Did he? Again, did you listen to the halftime show? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Were they slinging the N slur around a little bit? Were they?
I don't think so.
No.
If he did, I didn't hear it.
Okay.
I was really trying to pay attention to what he was saying. He rapped low, like his tone was low, so it was hard for me as an old to understand and follow. But there was a lot of shiny, blinky lights and dancers, so that caught my attention. As a Gen Xer, I'm like, oh, shiny, sparkly. But I mean, the overall visual shots were kind of cool. Like I thought some of the choreography was pretty neat, but I'm sure there were some hidden messages into it. It wasn't just like Merca, they're in red, white, and blue. It was more like a Showtime kind of a. There was a lot of deeper meaning into it. So my girls knew what he was singing about. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, they've seen him. They're young. They're 25 and 28. They knew. We had some discussion because I asked some questions.
Okay.
So there's apparently some beef between him and Drake, and there's a line where they did, the whole thing like a minor, and the whole crowd sang it. I guess in relating to Drake.
Apparently, Drake likes some
minors. Young. Yeah, he likes them young. So, and he called him right out, like in the song, and my girls were like, "Oh, he did that. They did that right in the song. I didn't think they would play that." Apparently, he did. So,
okay.
I was like, "All right, I've heard worse." I mean, we've seen nipples on the Super Bowl show with Janet Jackson.
Yeah, and also here at the Boomer Bunker podcast, we're not, we do try to entertain. We try to keep it lighthearted. We like to also educate. So since we were showing about
Oh.
people still trying to cross the border,
Did you notice the flag waiver?
no, I saw. I think I saw it on Twitter where the guy was running around. And they tackled him and drug him
They
off.
did tackle him. I did not see it at all. Like, so
Right.
they cut away with the camera pretty quick. So this must have been a whole nother angle. So
It's like when a
thank you,
streaker
Dean,
comes
for
out on
sending
the
that.
field.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but I like to watch those. Those are funny because it's more fun to watch them get hit.
Well, on the radio sometimes when they were like at on a Saturday or Sunday night game, when they would do it, the guy would do the play-by-play. He's at the 20. He made it to the 25. He dodges a security guard. He's at the 40. Oh, he's tackled and they're dragging him off the field. They can do that,
It's always fun.
radio, but they don't put the camera on him.
He's naked. Yeah, that fun stuff.
So, where was I? Being
We're educating.
educational. Since we're having a lot going on with ICE and people getting deported, we figured we would teach you how not to get deported.
The widespread panic among the undocumented migrant population of the United States, foreign-born people across the country are looking for ways to avoid being apprehended and deported. And this video will provide you with assistance by listing the following helpful tips for migrants looking to avoid ICE. Tip number 1. Go back to your own country. Simple, but effective. Tip number 2. Obey immigration laws. Studies show the best way to avoid being charged with a crime is to not do anything to break the law. Tip 3. Take off your sombrero. You'll be less identifiable and blend in with every other Juan, Ricardo, and Geraldo. Tip 4. Resist the urge to lead an armed gang to forcibly take over an apartment complex. It may be difficult, but your willpower will pay off. Number 5. Don't rape anyone. American society tends to view this behavior as no bueno. Number 6. Learn English. Making a convincing case to the governing authorities is much easier when you can actually speak a language they understand. Number 7. Try cutting back to less than 1 murder per week. ICE is targeting violent criminals first, so go easy on the murdering. Number 8. Get your MS-13 face tattoo removed. Laser removal may be pricey, but it will help you be less conspicuous. Number 9. Ask Selena Gomez to hide you in one of her mansions. She's got several of them, and based on her social media posts, she'd definitely do something to help. And finally, number 10. Find the perfect hiding place, like Venezuela. ICE will never look for you there. Following these tips is a surefire way to evade capture and deportation. You'll escape the clutches of ICE and be back hanging out in the Home Depot parking lot in no time. If you have any other tips for undocumented migrants avoiding ICE, please leave them in the comments below.
I love the Babylon piece so much. Limit your rapes to once a week. Oh,
Yeah.
your murders to once a week. Oh
Once a
my
week.
God.
Stop raping. That might be a thing.
That's no bueno.
No, rape is no bueno. I didn't know if you knew that or not.
Oh my God. Hide in Venezuela.
All right. Did you know? Let's go in a Wayback Machine. Remember our good old friend, Jean-Claude Muppet, the old press secretary? The
Oh,
black
Karine Jean. It was Jean Pierre, right?
Karine
Whatever.
Jean-Pierre. Yeah, her.
Okay.
So remember when they asked her, is any FEMA money going to housing the migrants?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. That's ridiculous. That's not happening. Well, Doge went into FEMA and found out this week, just this week, they made a payment against an executive order.
Oh.
Presidential Trump's executive order.
Who authorized that?
Right?
Someone's getting fired.
$59 million. Billions and billions of dollars.
The millions of dollars that FEMA doesn't have, by the way.
Right.
Right.
Well, because we got all these people with fires in California and the people down in Kentucky
North
and
Carolina.
Florida, North Carolina,
Fucked.
South
Fucked.
Carolina, some people too. Georgia's had some problems with with the hurricanes that came through, and
Mhm.
we'd had no money for them. $750 loan if you could get it.
Yeah, if you qualified, that's some
Right.
fucking balls.
$59 million to
Million?
New York hotels, luxury hotels, to house illegal immigrants.
Nice.
So Elon Musk says, "Oh, we're going to try to claw that money back." This is what's going to stop this. This is what's going to make. Come on, put it up.
Oh no.
Put it up.
Oh no.
You mean Blackity Ann? God damn, that's a great name. That's your name from now on, Blackity Ann.
Oh no.
So Blackity Ann,
Oh, how many drinks have you had?
behind the podium of the White House press corps said, "We're not doing that. Bitch, yes, you are. Yes, you are."
Oh.
And people are pissed because you know what's coming up? Tax time.
Yep.
And a lot of people got to start paying taxes, and they're like, what the actual fuck is going on here with our money? Trump's auditing everything. He's going into every department and auditing everything. And the Democrats are losing their fucking mind. They don't know what to do here. But I'll tell you what, people are pissed. First of all, they've got these, they've got these super kids. And when I say kids, they're like anywhere from 19 to 25 or whatever.
Right.
They're hackers, programmers, or whatever.
Oh, these autists. Yeah.
Yeah.
These
And
kids.
they're going in there and they're doing amazing work and they're finding all this shit.
Yeah.
So, all right. So first of all,
right
the USA guys, they're so pissed off that they can't even go on screen. Like, in other words, they gotta be like the mafia. All right, they're
hidden behind
terrified. Right. So this one's being interviewed.
In our conversation, do you think you need to remain anonymous?
It has been a very hard week. Personally, professionally, as I said, I live in Washington, D.C. Many of my colleagues work in this field. Starting from January 21st, so the first day of the new administration, things started to go sideways very quickly.
Yeah, they did. Yes, they did.
Like a needle on the record, just
yeah.
The atmosphere of fear that was in the USA building, which we're no longer in, the atmosphere of fear in terms of not knowing who was in the building, not knowing what their motivations were, not knowing if our emails or channels were safe, not knowing how to interpret these executive orders, right, around DEIA or administration priorities. All of that created an atmosphere of massive insecurity. And so people have, I think, lost the ability to know what's true from what's not at this point. Everyone is really scared. And so, I have a daughter. I have a family like most Americans, and I want to be brave. I think it's really important to share our personal stories at this time, but I am afraid, and I just don't want to put them at any more risk than I have to.
Oh, poor baby.
I have to.
So I can't tell if that was a woman or a very, very gay man.
Well, they all, edited the voice, but
Right.
it was,
But
to me, I thought it would be a woman, but
yeah, I thought it might have been a woman. They've shut down that building, the USAID building. It's shut down. They shut
they
it
took
down.
the name off. They chiseled the letters off.
Right. I mean,
They're like, fuck this.
it's over. And now they're into FEMA, and they're seeing what's going on.
FEMA should be investigated because they funneled money through that for everything but what it was supposed to be. Like, we cannot be funding illegal immigrants, illegal aliens with money that is supposed to be for American citizens in case of emergencies, like federally emergent funds for federal emergencies. Like, it's ridiculous. And now they said Trump has authorized everybody into North Carolina. And apparently, like, I'd seen, I think it was like 80% of
Yes.
these cases are like in process. Hey, Google.
Oh.
Katie Google.
Apparently, I've upset Katie Google with my masculinity, my toxic masculinity.
You are toxic. Yeah.
I am toxic. All right. Well, you know what happens is first thing is they trot out the female mainstream media to discredit this. They have Christy Nome, and she's being interviewed by Dana Bash,
She's so sympathetic and understanding.
the queen of resting bitch face, Dana Bash.
It's impressive.
Consumer Protection Bureau that are also deemed by statute to be the law. They were put in place and kept in place by Congress.
And off mission. Unbelievable
But,
what USAID
you're saying right here that Elon Musk and you are not just going to go in and say, we're getting rid of FEMA. You're going to do it with Congress.
Oh, the president has been clear, too, that he wants to still help people. But what happened by targeting individuals, helping some people and not others? Listen, the president just in the last 5 days has closed 80% of the open cases in North Carolina. It's amazing when you have somebody who cares how quickly.
Did you hear let me run that back. Did you hear Dana when she said, when you have someone who cares, listen to that mouth suck.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Here comes the teeth suck. Listen.
80% of the open cases in North Carolina. It's amazing when you have somebody who cares how quickly the response can be. And that wasn't the way that it was under the previous administration. There's people that had wildfires 7-8 years ago in the western United States still haven't received their FEMA payments. How are people supposed to pick up
I took a trip with the FEMA director.
All right, so now listen. That's what I love. She said that she sucks her teeth.
I didn't even hear it, but I believe it. I do.
Let me back it up a little bit.
Others, listen, the president just in the last 5 days has closed 80% of the open.
Why is I can hear that?
He wants to still help people. But what happened by targeting individuals, helping some people and not others? Listen, the president just in the last 5 days has closed 80% of the open cases in North Carolina. It's amazing when you have somebody who cares how quickly the response can be. And that wasn't the way that it was under the previous administration. There's people that had wildfires 7-8 years ago in the western United States still haven't received their FEMA payments. How are people supposed to pick up their...
All right, here we go.
I'm going to defend.
Daniel,
yeah.
Get out there and simp.
I took a trip with the FEMA director.
Oh, you did?
She cared.
Well, what I...
She cares.
She cared.
You know what? She cares.
Did money come through? Because that's how you show.
Anybody any money? You know how she could really care? Do your fucking job, cunt.
FEMA director.
Oh, you did?
She cared.
Well, what I appreciated about her, because when North Carolina got hit, South Dakota did as well. She did come. And I think showing up is a big portion of what needs to have happen.
I do want to ask a couple of quick questions. The Washington Post is reporting that Musk and his Doge team have access to FEMA's sensitive disaster data, which includes personal information about tens of thousands of disaster victims. Have you authorized Elon Musk and his team to have access to Americans' personal data that is housed inside DHS?
Yeah, we're working with them at the president's direction to find what we can do to make our department much more efficient. So I think it's important. This is essentially an audit of the federal government, which is very powerful and needs to have happen. That agency, and one of the things I've been very clear to the appropriators in the Senate and the House is please give me the authority to reprogram funds. There's funds
but that's
that are
different from him having access to personal data.
See, this is what they want to hang their hat on. That they're getting your personal data.
I don't care. He has it. Everybody has it. My personal data, everybody fucking has it.
Everybody has it.
I don't give a shit. Stop spending fucking money.
So
stop putting us deeper and deeper and deeper into debt.
So Ashley Slink says, what the fuck do you think Elon Musk is doing with your Social Security number? Tweeting it, opening a line of credit that you don't have?
He's gonna take over a deed to my house. Fuck.
Elon
Take it.
says,
Yeah.
Seriously? I'm for damn sure 1,000% more trustworthy than the untold numbers of deep state bureaucrats and fraudsters who may be misusing your Social Security number right now.
True. I'm not worried about Elon Musk. Truly, I'm not. I'm really not. I don't care.
I know, but this is how they got to stop him because they got nothing else.
The president has authorized him to have access.
And you feel
to that,
comfortable?
So absolutely.
I remember a time when Republicans were very careful about and worried about the government.
The government.
Now she's concerned with how people feel about the government.
Right.
That's funny. 2 years ago, it was fine.
So, listen, when
you're told to tattle on your neighbors.
Yes.
That was cool. when
Right.
it was okay. Hey, Sparky, when it was told to narc on your neighbors to get 16 boosters and vaccines and all this bullshit,
Right.
that's okay.
Yeah. They
But
can have
Elon Musk looking at fraud problem.
That's a problem. It's going to have your sensitive information. Ooh.
Really unelected people.
Well, we can't trust our
having,
government anymore.
having
We can't trust the government anymore. That's what she says.
personal data.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You are the government.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, is that the American people now are saying that we have had our personal information shared and out
But
there
now
in the
Elon
public.
Musk has access to it.
Yeah, but
He just said
Elon
he
Musk
does.
is part of the administration that is helping us identify where we can find savings and what we can do, and he has gone through the processes to make sure that he has the authority.
You're totally
the president has
comfortable with
granted
it.
him.
Oh my God.
I am today by the work that he's doing by identifying waste, fraud, and abuse. And his information that he has is looking at programs, not focusing on personal data and information.
Not focusing on it, but he
No.
has access to it.
He's not focusing.
Oh shit!
He has
Let
access.
it go. Let
Listen,
it.
I need you to say he has access because I got to start doing stories on this shit so we can whip up the fucking retards in this country so they can start calling their congressmen so that we can get them the fuck out of there because he's ruining everything. He's going in there. He's laying people off. He's fighting our slush fund. Next thing you know, he's going to find all the kickbacks that are coming to us and we're all going to go to fucking jail. Do you know how much money this fucking company, CNN, and other fucking companies that are being paid off by these slush funds so we can be an arm of the party? If that money goes, I'll end up getting fucking fired. So I need you to say right now that Elon Musk is sitting there and looking and copying down our Social Security numbers so he can open up a line of credit so he can get a loan. Because the richest man in the fucking world needs to steal your fucking money. Is this where they're going with this?
Yes.
And you dummies are sitting there and believing this? Yes.
He'll sell it on the dark web.
Yeah. These people that are going in there, finding all this corruption, finding all this fraud and all, they're after your personal data. Googlehead's one of these. Yeah. But it's my data. They're already.
It's not yours. Once you sign up for shit, it's not.
Google. Who's looking at it now? Who's looking at it now? The Dems didn't give a shit when everybody says Security was stolen last year by hackers. Yeah. Google. Who's looking at your information right now? If Elon's not looking at it and it's in there, who's looking at it? Who has access to your information right now?
I mean, don't
know.
Don't use a
your data.
smartphone. Don't be on a computer. Don't have any social media accounts. Don't open any lines of credit. Live paper, like literally paper, and live cash.
You think
that's the only way to get around it? I mean, if you have a club card to anything, they're tracking you. You're all tied. Everything's tied together.
I swear to God. And they're not gonna. This is the fucking bone. They are on this thing like a pit bull on a fucking pork chop. They are not letting this go.
Yeah, your info's out there. Can't stop it.
Can't stop. It's already out there.
We just hope it's secure enough. That's all I hope for. I just don't want some other scumbag to get my fucking number and open up a line of credit.
Be like me. Be a broke ass bitch that don't own dick, and they can't do fucking nothing to you.
Just like 16 roadcasters and
common citizenship is my calling. I feel it. Oh, you're one of those. Okay.
She says it's not. She's laughing.
Okay.
I think she's fucking with you, honey.
It's fine.
It's okay.
So this guy here, and this guy is the sleaziest, creepiest guy. I can't think of his name right now. He's from
Schumer?
Maryland. No.
I'm thinking
Rankin?
about and talking to
Rankin, that scumbag.
Yeah.
Raskin, excuse me.
Raskin. Jamie? Jerry? Jamie?
Dickhead. I don't know.
All right. So he's the one that wanted to.
Jamie.
Yeah, he's the one that wanted to have Trump not be sworn in because it was an insurrection and because of the Constitution. And he's going to do away with he's going to have an insurrection because of an insurrection.
There you go. Makes sense.
But this piece of shit right here, he's dude that deep in some pretty fucking nasty stuff because he's out here and he is working it. He's the new Adam Schiff.
what I'm thinking about and talking to my friends at Democracy Defenders and other lawyers about is
democracy defenders. You mean bureaucrat defenders? You mean defenders of all the fucking grift and waste and nonsense that's going on with taxpayers' money. You don't want the fucking gravy train to end. That's what you're up against. oh, defenders of democracy. Go fucking
Da-da-da.
suck my dick.
Could there be a nationwide class action lawsuit to follow up on last week's victories against Musk, against the Trump administration for this breach in computer security and the data of all American taxpayers? It could be a class action suit on behalf of all Americans. If the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers want to opt out and they don't want their part of the money.
Hey, if that's the case, let me ask you this. If that's the case, can we all get together and have a class action suit for taking our tax dollars and just wasteful spending them?
Just stealing it, just wasting
Just
it.
stealing it, doing whatever they want with it? Because what are you, Jamie Rascal, what are you so fucking upset about? That he's finding this fraud and waste? Is that what you're worried about? Because you don't give a flying fuck about people's personal information. Cut
He
me
doesn't
a
want.
fucking break.
He doesn't want to give up his piece of the pie, so he's just hanging in there.
Right. And my daughter, love her. But again, she's like, oh, he's not elected. No, there's only two people in the executive branch that are elected. That's Donald Trump and JD Vance. Everybody else works for him. They're not elected. Everybody else in the executive branch, the people that are doing the job right now, they're not elected. You don't have any problem with that. You have no problem with that. You know what? There's so many ocracies out there. There's kleptocracy, ocracy, all the ocracies. All the ocracies. I don't even know what the fuck these ocracies are. There's the title there. All the ocracies. What the fuck? Yeah. All the ocracies.
All the ocracies.
All the. How do you spell ocracies?
OCRACIES.
IES. All the ocracies.
Ocracies.
All the ocracies. Yeah. And this fucking
for the contamination of their data, fine, they can opt out. But really, it's a suit on behalf of everybody because that's our information. Right. It doesn't belong to.
Why does if it's everybody's individual information, then why does the government have it? And who's got it now? And how do we know we can trust those motherfuckers? We don't know. We know Elon Musk's in there. We know who's in there now. You know what it is? Trump's got people in there and it's transparent. He's showing everybody, right? He's like a flasher. Hey, I'm here. All right. He's there. And everybody's all upset because he's in there finding all this grift. And these fucking sheeple of the Democratic Party, and people are like, oh, like Google.
You mean the ones trying to? Oh, I was gonna say this.
Google.
Justify his job. So
right.
Just
And
talking
you know
nonsense.
what?
Yeah.
I understand Google. I understand. You want peace and love, and you want everybody to get along. You don't want, and you want people to, you don't want any kind of racism and sexism and all the isms and all the ocracies. I know you don't want any of that. I get it. I know it. What are you if you're not a Democrat? You're certainly not a Republican. I know that. What are you? Are you a libertarian?
Well, maybe she's a free thinker. Whatever.
You know what?
You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
You don't have to. Here's the problem with libertarians. Libertarians are just all they do is bitch. Go ahead, put it up. If you put it in the chat, we can see it.
No, I'm gonna say this should be a good debate between you and Ken.
Ken, fine. All they do is bitch. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do anything. The party is about doing nothing. They want to just have anarchy.
There you go. Mike says Googleocracy.
Yeah, she's a Googleocracy. That could be a Googleocracy. Like that. Googleocracy. That could be a title. But again, they're sitting there and they're going on these shows, and this is where they're hanging their hat on. That, oh, you're stealing your information. It's already gone. Everybody has it.
Elon Musk or his little midnight crew. It belongs.
His little midnight crew.
Yeah, these two, like they're in there eating candy.
Right.
Dark.
It's like when everybody closes up, they run in there and they take their computers and they put
steal some social security numbers.
Yeah.
To the people, and the government has to hold it in trust. Now, there's specific statutes which say that information can only be accessed for tax purposes, for the purposes of the internal revenue system, and for no other purposes. What are they using that information for?
Audit.
They're not. They're not using that information. They're in there finding out. You know what they also did? They went in there and they found out that they're paying millions and billions of dollars in Social Security payments that are the people that are dead.
Like 150 years old.
Yeah.
Who's
still
getting that
paying.
money? Where's that going?
So okay, so and it doesn't have to be nefarious. In other words, it doesn't have to be stolen. Let's say a fresh-faced John Jamingo has a stroke tonight. Okay,
well, that's charming. Okay,
and my pension money, and no one, and you know what? I have no family or anything, and they come in after a while. They no one hears from. They come in, they take the dead body, they do whatever they do with the dead body, and nobody's there to do anything. All right.
Okay.
My checking account's still going there. Money's still going in the checking account. Still going in check. Nobody tells anybody I'm dead. That money just keeps going in the account. So they're probably going to go and find these dead people that have these accounts that have could be $1 million. I don't know how long it's been in there.
And who gets that money?
Well, it should go back to the government. No, the government could come take it back. If they found out the guy's dead, the people are dead. Here's the other thing. There's also with the Social Security system, there's no way of like duplicates. You can put duplicate numbers in there and it can't kick it back out. Like, you know, when you put your email address in and you want to sign up for something and it says, oh, there's that account's there. And you go, oh, shit, I have it down here already. Yeah, that's Social Security. They don't have that. They don't have that. So these people are going to go in here. And you know something? God bless Elon Musk and his little merry men's of little fucking computer nerds. Funeral directors only notify SS. I think. What if they don't know who the person is, or what? They don't have to.
Oh, if they can identify. If they're looking for money, if they're looking for payment, they'll probably go through that. But other than that, and that's assuming you have a funeral. Well, I guess you'd have to have a funeral if they can identify the body or whatever.
There's a lot of those. What are they things where Potter's fields where they
like a pauper's grave? Yeah,
pauper's grave. That's it. Potter. Pauper. Potter.
Paupers. You know.
Paupers. Potters. Same thing. Same thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
I love. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's the FEMA thing on the illegal aliens.
Doge effort continues, tens of millions of dollars at a time. The latest from Elon Musk, posted at 5:03 a.m., says the Doge team just discovered that FEMA sent $59 million last week to luxury hotels in New York City to house illegal migrants. Sending this money violated the law and is in gross insubordination to the president's executive order. That money is meant for American disaster relief and instead is being spent on high-end hotels for illegals. A clawback demand will be made today to recoup those funds as President Trump gives a vote of confidence to the world's richest man.
Good luck.
Right?
Well, I'd like to know who authorized the payment.
Yeah. That person should be.
It's not a small payment. That's a lot of money.
It's millions and millions. And
I don't think that's like your monthly Disney charge, like your Walmart Prime Plus or whatever the fuck you call it, where they debit that $10 out of your account. This is millions and millions.
Millions and millions.
That person's getting. So the head of FEMA.
Mm-hmm.
So someone's getting fired. Oh, Bob. No.
And people are pissed. I mean, I didn't even get. We'll get into the people being pissed, but there's more. Where is it? Hold on. Where's my thing at? I got a new thing for everybody.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Something ain't right. I love him.
Ukraine.
Fact, not guess. Fact is Ukrainian military is selling a huge percentage, up to half of the arms that we send them. Half. And I'm not guessing about this. I know that for a fact, okay? Not speculation. And they're selling it, and a lot of it's winding up with the drug cartels on our border. So this is a crime, what's happening. Our intel agencies are fully aware of this. You tell me they're not profiting from this. Of course, you think CIA is not profiting from this? Yes, they are. I can't prove that, but I believe that. What they don't know this. I know this, but they don't know this. They know this. And no one is saying it. Like, no American seems aware of this. We're sending these arms to Ukraine, billions of billions, hundreds of billions of dollars, and it's being stolen and sold to our actual enemies. Like, what the? I'm trying not to swear. What is this?
Yeah, well, the reason why is because you have Zelensky, it was about 3 weeks ago, I think, was specifically asked this question. So he went at some length in one of his interviews to say, oh, no, absolutely not. There's no truth to that at all. We've implemented all this thing. I know that, but the media just reported what he said.
You know, the New York Times could get on the web and order Ukrainian weapons. That's a fact. I'm not guessing. It's a fact. They could do that today. Like,
all right, let's review. We've got FEMA sending $59 million to New York luxury hotels to house illegal migrants. We have USAID still trying to send money out. We have the Democrats doing everything possible.
The Democrats.
To stop Elon Musk from going in and auditing everything. And now we have the money that we sent to Ukraine being used, or the weapons being sold back to the Mexican cartel so they can be used against our own citizens and soldiers.
Unbelievable.
And you're pissed off about your fucking private information that they fucking had forever, and no one said dick about it?
A giant circle jerk.
But you know what didn't happen this week?
Jerk.
Egg prices didn't go down. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? All this shit's going on, and we're sitting here with one thumb up our ass and one thumb on our mouth, and we're switching it every fucking 15 minutes. And the media, they're getting paid off to start this, to tell everybody that nothing's going on and to sit there and do their bidding. It's a fucking circle jerk. And we're the pivot man for fucking ridiculous. This lady's pissed.
Sorry, I apologize for the way I look. I just worked all day.
Right here. This is a low maintenance woman right here. Just letting you know.
Very.
I run my own cleaning business. I am the sole cleaner. It is me. I do everything. I work my ass off to be able to provide for me and my husband. Our kids are grown, moved out. It's hard, you guys. It's hard to want to continue to do what we do. My husband has a business as well, and pay our taxes to a corrupt piece of shit government. It's hard. It's really hard. We owe a big chunk at the end of this month for last year's taxes. A big chunk. Tens of thousands of dollars. A big chunk. And at this point, I'm going to send them something, and it ain't going to be the fucking money I work my ass off for. So that Angelina motherfucking Jolie's bitch ass can go stand next to fucking Zelensky and take a fucking photo op. Or Ben motherfucking Stiller or Nancy fucking Pelosi. Fuck you. Fuck you all. Suck a dick. I fucking hate you. I hate the government. I hate celebrities. I fucking hate you. Like, what the actual fuck? We're being fucked, and more fucked every fucking day. And Democrats are on here talking shit about fucking Trump and Elon. You're welcome. You're fucking welcome. Because guess what? Without Trump and Elon, we wouldn't know this, and it would continue to fucking happen. But that's okay, because the big scary orange man isn't in office. Fuck you too. I am so done. Goose Rabba. Fuck everybody who didn't vote for Trump or who isn't supporting this, because you're a piece of shit too.
There's a rant. That's a Jamingo style rant right there, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a lady Jamingo right there. She that's rough because it's to own your own business.
Yeah.
Brutal. And she's not wrong. She's probably cleaning multiple houses every single day.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And they want to start a fucking class action lawsuit to stop Musk from doing this. I mean, you got to be, you got to be kidding me. But you know what's going on? People are like, well, you know what? Are you tired of winning yet? So they're at woman out on the street. I think it's either this or a cartoon. Let me see which one this is.
To see the reaction of those who vote.
This old fucking ghoul. Jesus Christ Almighty.
Crypt Creek Keeper. What's her name again? Martha Radish. I think.
Mark, it's I can't even look at her.
Voted for him,
I know
who
her.
voted for change. So we checked in with a few of his supporters to find out about these lightning fast few weeks.
Virginia voter Elisa Baker may not be completely content with Donald Trump's first weeks in office, but she is far from unhappy with him.
There's a lot happening real fast. So I would say probably a little bit of my head spinning, just trying to digest it all.
We first met Baker months before the presidential election, a Nikki Haley supporter who back then was so disappointed when Haley dropped out that Baker was considering staying home on Election Day. Ultimately, she begrudgingly voted for President Trump, motivated largely by his stances on immigration and national security. And she is liking what she sees.
I think the American people really spoke strongly that immigration was a top concern, safety and security. It was one of the things that swayed me. So I'm glad to see bold action because I think it's needed.
So far, Baker supports President Trump's efforts to curb illegal immigration, including deporting migrants even if they haven't been convicted of crimes. And when it comes to those controversial moves by Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency, Baker isn't too surprised.
I think it's pretty characteristic of Elon Musk. And I think that, you know, the whole idea of coming in and looking at government efficiency was going to be very disruptive by design.
Like Baker, software engineer Rick Strucco says he isn't bothered by Elon Musk's heavy hand.
What I will say is that I think that the government needs to have some kind of check like that introduced. And so even though I'm not entirely certain that he's going about it the right way, I do think that what he is setting out to do needs to be done.
Strucco also praised the Trump administration's crackdown on immigration.
I understand the challenge, right? Like that is very, it's a rough situation, and I recognize that. And so as harsh as it can seem, I think it's important to recognize that the responsibility of the president is first to the U.S. citizens.
Trump voter Amanda Marone backed Trump because of his stance on Israel. She likes what she's seen.
I think he kind of came in strong, and he's just taking care of everything that kind of happened over the last few years.
And while Trump's comments this week on the U.S. taking over Gaza faced fierce condemnation here and abroad.
What do you think about what he said this week about Gaza?
I mean, he says a lot of dumb stuff, so I don't know. I mean, he's a lot of talk. We'll see what he actually accomplishes and gets done. I don't think he's going to actually relocate everybody out of there, but I think that he's like working towards some sort of solution that will hopefully, you know, help everybody.
I'm not mad at what those folks had to say. Everybody had kind of a same sort of feel that people want their money back. They want to be able to live and be safe and feel safe.
Listen, if I could say anything that I don't like what Trump's doing right now is I don't like him fucking with Canada. There's no reason for this. And if his thought is to making Canada the 51st state,
he's not.
I don't want that. I hear from a lot of people that I'm hearing a lot of stories that that's what he actually wants to do. Because he's saying that, we're already giving them money. Well, stop giving them money. Stop giving them money.
That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think, first of all, they're not going to want to come, and it's going to be a big pain in the ass. And then we got to put up with the Canadians.
We're not.
You don't need that.
I still think that's a troll move. Honestly.
You think?
I do. We don't want Canada's 50. Who wants 51 states? You know how many flags we're gonna have to redo?
It's true.
Like that.
It's like a sticker. Put a sticker
Ain't
on it.
nobody got time for that.
All right.
I think it's a giant troll.
Here's another people
Like
ask,
the aliens. Yeah.
This is how I feel every day. When because everybody knows I voted for Trump.
Did you see what Trump did? He's rounding up mostly documented migrants to send them back. Bet you regret voting for him now, huh?
No, that's pretty much why we voted him into office, really.
He's even rounding up innocent illegals who didn't even commit a crime!
Illegal immigration is definitely illegal.
Did you know that Trump has already started sending peace-loving, patriotic, undocumented foreigners back to their countries of origin? On planes? Bet you regret voting for Trump now, don't you? Bet you regret voting Republican, huh?
Blue hair.
Now that I know this was always possible,
Blue hair, don't care.
I regret voting for every other Republican.
Oh my gosh! Mexico just denied the plane of undocumented doctors and lawyers that Trump sent over.
All right, that'll teach him.
Oh no.
Oh, never mind.
Just kick him out the back.
Open up the plane and start shoving them out the back with parachutes. And that noise you hear right now is the president of Mexico.
Trump is throwing undocumented better than us angel darling immigrants out of planes? Oh, you have to regret voting for him now.
You regret it yet? You must be regretting it now.
Oh my gosh! Trump just signed an executive order to install a 50-foot tall wall around the entire country with moats full of alligators and fully automated laser turrets and razor wire at the top, and it's already finished construction!
This is my favorite part.
Oh,
It's got a wall and lasers and everything and alligators, a moat.
Magnificent.
Oh,
you must regret it now.
Definitely regretting
I know
you're regretting your vote now.
Wow. All great news. Thank you, guys, for brightening my day.
I can't believe that didn't work. Yeah, Trump specifically said they were going to get tired of winning.
Nope. We're not.
all we do is win, win, win.
No matter what. All right.
Well, there you go. If you're singing it, then
you know it's a hit.
What is it? Charlie Sheen's that winning, you know, like, it's, I feel like we're at the point of such ridiculousness where people are like, do you know, he's going to deport all those, you know, the illegals that are here peacefully. I'm like, they're illegal, but they've been here 30 years. Then they had plenty of time to get the papers.
Like my daughter, she sends me stuff she sends me stuff all the time.
Oh,
like here's the thing. Here it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she sends me. Just a title now, remember.
Oh.
At Senate banking hearing, Warren calls on President Trump to work with CFPB to protect Americans against debanking. Okay.
What?
Again, I don't know what that means. It's just a thing.
Okay.
What banking organizations need to know about the Trump executive orders? Okay, so that's another one. And then she says, you really agree with this shit? Crazy work he's getting rid of the shit that protects us from getting fucked over by big banks. The day is coming, Dad. I'm telling you, you will regret supporting this fucking dude.
Okay.
I just
every day you wake up, you're like,
yeah, I type in yay. I just type in yay. I don't know what else to say. Don't get me wrong. I love my daughter and I'm really, really excited. She's into politics and stuff like that. But I can't, as much as I try, I can't.
It needs to be more than headline reading. And that's the problem. I think a lot of people don't understand. They get caught up by, not everybody, but a lot of people get caught up by sound bites. And like, so the Democrats are like, he's not elected. So now people like your daughter are like, do you know he wasn't elected? Like, he doesn't have to be elected, but he needs to be elected. Like, it's the drip down, you know, and it works on both sides. I mean, clearly, but you know, read the link, type it in somewhere else and read another article, like see what different articles have to say. Like, cause I feel like now you have to vet everything. Like everybody's sided. You could clearly read all the New York Post stuff and they're slighted a little more to the right. And then you read like CNN, who's so on the left. It's ridiculous. So a lot of good articles, BBC, like BBC News. It's actually not bad.
They're even left leaning. It's
some. Well, but where do you read? Where do you read the articles? Like you have to read a bunch of different ones. You have to like do so much homework on one news story just to come up with.
And I gotta say that
voice of reason. Mm-hmm.
Right.
I try.
Where is it? Here it is.
Al Jazeera.
I got one real quick video to play because since Donald Trump has now said no more pronouns in your
emails.
Right.
It shouldn't be in the government. It's ridiculous.
Right. So here we have woke DEI teacher complains about Trump removing their pronouns in So tell me if this is a parody or not. Tell me, like, is this the guy? Remember, what's his name? Stein. I can't think of his first name now. But tell me if this is true.
My name is Dr. Tracy Castro-Gill. My pronouns are they, them. I am a disabled queer Chicanx educator.
I fucking hate things that start like that. I automatically want to be like, click out.
What the fuck is the Chicanese? Is that like Mexican Chinese? What is that?
I don't know.
Sounds like they'd make amazing food.
It does sound like a delicious dish.
With my expertise on curriculum and instruction. These are markers that were made illegal recently in the federal government. However, my very presence and humanity is in opposition to that legislation. I want to remind us that George Orwell, in his novel 1984, warned us about limiting how we are allowed to define ourselves and our experiences, and how that allows fascism to take root. Teachers have historically held the gap between humanity and fascism, often becoming the primary targets of fascist regimes, and we're seeing that play out currently.
Wait, what? Is it?
Hang on.
You know, in the old days, my teacher signed her notes like Mrs. Blackman, math teacher. Like that was it. Nobody, all you knew is Mrs. Blackman was a Mrs.
But
Nobody gave a
somehow,
shit. Nobody fucking cared.
somehow, because we won't let you put your they them pronouns, which is really against English.
And when did that start? Only a few years ago.
I blame Obama. I don't know.
Probably, but it's only recently. Like I don't recall emails from anybody in the government, as you said, the government. Like 5-10 years ago that said he him or
Right.
her she her. Like I don't fucking care. I mean, unless you have a name like I don't Pat, and I unless I'm not talking to you or looking at your face, you know, I'm gonna talk to you like you're neutral until I figure it out. But
Yeah, well,
other
you
than
can
that,
this lady here, she's
honestly, come on, like
Fascism
no
to
one,
take root.
your students don't
Teachers
care.
have historically held the gap between humanity and fascism, often becoming the primary targets of fascist regimes. And
when does that happen? I've never seen that happen.
When the Democrats are in,
I don't know. I don't know what she's talking
we're
about.
seeing that play out currently.
Is she in Cuba? Like what the fuck is she? What is she talking about?
On the provisions of this bill, and may also just ask, you signed in pro. Is that your testimony?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Please continue.
Yes. And so the fact that teachers have stood in the gap and are the primary targets are why I'm testifying pro, because of the protections for educators. Educators, as we've heard from students, are often the people who foster student identity and development. And
no, their job was to teach them.
Yeah. Here,
Teach
I
them
got it.
stuff from books.
Right. Here, I got something. Stop that. Stop that. I don't need you to teach them how to identify unless it's a noun, a verb, or a preposition.
Yeah, you need to go back to school for that, by the way. Diagram a sentence, possessive pronouns and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know how to do any of that.
No, it's read and write and arithmetic. Teach them how to read a fucking clock. Teach them how to write in script. Maybe they'll learn fifth gear one day. And maybe we can, like, these kids will actually be able to go somewhere and do something.
Right. How about to teach them how to use a ruler? Maybe measure
How to
shit.
read a ruler.
Yeah, exactly.
How to read a tape measure. How to fucking account for your money or cook something.
Yeah.
It's nuts. I can't.
Are currently being targeted and pushed out of their positions because of this fact. I also teach at the University of Washington and hear the curriculum violence and harm and how they're being erased in their K-12 programs, much the way that I and other gender expansive people were erased by Representative McIntyre in this very room.
Good.
Girl, it's a lot of erasers to erase you. I'm sorry, but you're not being erased. Stop.
Yeah, you're not.
Stop teaching sex.
They're stopping your nonsense. Your gender neutral fucking bullshit. That's what they're stopping. Be a female. We don't give a shit if you lick puss or suck a dick. We don't care. All right? Or don't do either. Or do both. I don't know. We don't care if you're licking pussy and then stop to suck a dick. We don't care. Don't teach it to our kids. Teach them what they're supposed to learn. We don't need you to do that, okay?
So we're dumping so much on little kids that just don't. They just need to be little kids.
Right.
They just need, a 5-year-old just needs to know, like, don't punch other people, don't bite people.
Unless they
Be
punch you
polite. Well, no, but like overall, like everything you need to learn how to socialize, you should really learn by kindergarten. Is just how to be next to somebody and not act like a moron. Like general politeness and rules. And but now it's, we're going to teach them. By 6th grade, they're going to want to cut off their parts and I don't even know how this happens. I'm so glad my kids are so out of school.
All right.
Here we go. Glad out of school.
Excuse me, ma'am. We don't impugn members. Please proceed carefully.
Thank you. So I ask that we amend the legislation. I am in favor of it, but we amend it to add stronger protections for educators, including existing language in the CCDEI and the Ethnic Studies OSPI framework that provide support for teaching about race and racism.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think whoops, sorry. I don't think that any of that is what she's talking about. She just wants to be able to put her pronouns in there and teach her queer shit and put the LGBT.
Well, and have protection for it.
Right.
And be protected from doing it. Yeah.
She wants to continue. She doesn't like the fact that teachers are being called out for this nonsense, and she wants to continue to do it. Well,
that's what it sounds like. I'm not sure of all the things she was discussing, but that's sort of what it rang a bell for me. So Sparky says this: we do not need to teach about racism. I think we kind of do, but not maybe just the fact that there's no need for it. I don't.
In other words, not every white person's a racist.
Yeah.
And not knock off the white privilege bullshit. You don't know anybody's story just because their skin's white.
Yeah. It's a lot of assumptions on a lot of things. And I feel like, again, people don't communicate well anymore. Like, I feel like that is
like Morgan Freeman.
That part has drifted away.
Stop racism and racial is to stop talking about it.
Stop talking about it.
Stop calling somebody a black man and stop calling the other person a white man.
Well,
just be men and women.
Well, I mean, eventually you do have to describe people. I try to describe people not just based on skin color, but it gets to a point where like you might have to go into a physical description of somebody, but it's difficult. Like I try that not to be the first thing I go to when I describe somebody, but
right.
Okay. Google heads with me. Yay.
She always
Katie's unite.
Ladies always get together. Yeah, they always
the Katies.
Yeah, the Team Katie's.
Team Katie.
Come get a t-shirt. The Katie's.
Oh my God, we should totally get t-shirts.
The Katie's.
Oh, here you go. Aaron says, I prefer gender neutral descriptions like fat fuck.
Mm.
There you go. Oh,
I've been called that a few times. By Bob. All right, let's do some podcast shout outs.
Oh my God. We're getting to that. All right. Well, I had to edit them a little bit today. So I take one out. So
which one did you take out?
Well,
the Bromigos. That's right. I forgot.
So am I starting or are you starting?
Well, why not? No, I'll start because I see you took your name out of the Weathered View.
It has been out of
No, it wasn't because I had it in there.
I didn't take it out today.
Weathered View with Bruce, Jason, with Bruce, Jason and Ken.
Yes.
And usually special guest, the Duchess.
And John and Boomer Bob and producer Mike. Yeah.
It's a lot of people.
Aluth. Yeah, it's a good time. It's fun. It's a fun morning thing. Like John says, Bruce jumps on. He does this on his commute to work. Everybody gets on and yells over everybody else. It's a good time.
A lot of time when they all start talking at the same time.
It's fun.
No one stops. And there's finally you got to go, damn it, it's my show.
It's so fun when he does that.
They still don't listen to him. This is like Rodney Dangerfield of the Weathered View. He gets no respect.
It's no respect.
Yes.
So I had to say it with Aaron, who has that very cool mustache, and he twisted it up the other day, and I totally dug it. It was a good look.
He did the old Dudley Do-Right.
Sure. I like it. It's a good look. Keep it up.
WFOD with Mike, Travis, and Drunk.
Mm-hmm. Am I Canceled podcast with Edward and Katie Gooble.
And then we also now we have the shitty song of the week with Red and Jody. And this week, Edward's on there. So I can't wait to listen to that.
So vote against Edward.
No, I'm going to vote for Edward.
I mean, what?
I'm going to vote for Edward. Absolutely. I don't know if he voted for me.
I know.
But, I'm that kind of guy.
So, Google says the train song was fucking awful. So I didn't listen to this week's yet. So I'll have to tune in. The TNA podcast with Jason Roach and Sam Hall, their latest episode dropped today. They had it out and it had Matt Mish on.
Yeah, formerly of the Bromigos.
Yes.
Oh,
which is R.I.P. R.I.P. Bromigos.
Yes. Shooting the Shiznit with BT.
Mm-hmm. I shake your timing's off. I shake my head with Lisa and Sam.
I know. And the thing with Lisa and Sam is they're going to record this week.
Right.
And I think they're going to. So in other words, Lisa always takes the opposite side of me. And she's all the way through the playoffs. She picked the Packers, lost. The Rams, lost. She picked the Redskins, lost. And then she picked the Chiefs and lost. So, and I'm sure it's sticking in her craw.
That's all right.
And they're filthy Canadians. And they don't.
Well, they'll be our 51st state soon.
Yeah, they're going to be our 51st state.
I know that's totally chapping their ass.
Yeah,
for the fine, upstanding Canadian citizens.
They are. Yes.
We thank you. We thank you, ladies. You tolerate John. Good. Yeah, it's good for you.
Barely.
You're up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Why don't we take these guys out too? The Fine Whining podcast with Mike and Jerry.
They have not updated in a while. So
exactly.
I'm willing to give them one more run through. But if they don't have anything up by the end of the month, yeah, I'd say we take them out.
Yeah, it's time to kick them to the curb.
Oh, okay. The Brand X podcast with Deuce, Joe, and that John Jamingo guy.
I'll tell you what, this week was crazy for me. So first of all, we did Thursday night, we did the Boomer Bunker. And then Friday, Duchess came down and Joe and Deuce and we did like a 2-hour podcast. So much fun. I love that show. I would do that show with those two guys every day. We have so much fun doing that.
Yeah, sorry. Much more fun with them.
What I said.
Just those, you said with those two guys.
We just have a great time doing it together. It's not something. Oh my God.
I'm busting your chops. Relax.
I swear.
Well, you know what we didn't shout out? Do you have the little items that we put up?
Let me hold on.
I'm sorry. I didn't talk about it.
I'm not going to get them right now, but they're
okay.
Hold on. Wait a minute. See that little white thing in the back there? That's
nobody can see that. So.
Exactly. And besides, it's also audio. So why am I going to hold something up?
All right. Well, for the people watching, so go check out our Twitter feed. We have John got for his very belated Christmas gift, which was a custom tumbler made by Jason from Horrible Designs and custom stickers. So I have some stickers, and if anybody would like a Boomer Bunker sticker, send me your address, inbox me, or inbox the Boomer Bunker X feed, Twitter feed, and I will get one out to you.
All right. So which one inboxes where? Do you want to do it at the Twitter? How do you want to do it?
Let's do it at Twitter. We'll do the Twitter account.
All right. Let me ask you this question because I don't know. Are the DM, should we give us, is it boomer.bunker@gmail.com?
I'm not checking those emails. So if you want to check email, we can do that. I would rather just
check. Never mind. Okay.
Don't even email. I don't know why we have one. I never look at it. That's John's domain.
Okay.
If you would like one, send. I would love to show you an example of the sticker, but I don't have one with me.
Where are you at? Where's yours at?
In my bag, not with me.
Okay.
Well, honestly, I don't have it with me. So my bag.
All right.
It looks like the logo at the top of the screen here with us like this and with a black.
Is it real? Yeah, it does. It does look like that. Yes.
We did. John, can you screen share? I don't think I have them.
Hang on. Screen share what?
The stickers.
I don't have
from Twitter.
You're
from Twitter. Can you screen share from Twitter? Boy, I'm sorry. I did. They're in the Twitter X feed. Sorry.
Hang on. Let me see if I can go find them.
And I think I put them in our Discord too.
Let me see.
And I think on Facebook. Didn't I put them there? I think I did.
I don't know.
If any of the olds have Facebook.
All right, let me see if I can find them.
And, and Aaron also has some had to say it stickers, I think. So I think we need to set up a nice big sticker exchange, folks. So, but yes, send DM me your address and I will get them to you.
Okay. There are the stickers. And there is the Tumblr. All right.
Thank you for screen sharing. So for anybody who can't see this, obviously, because you're listening to this, because you're a faithful downloader of our podcast, you can just take a look at our Twitter feed.
Yeah, if you want a sticker, try to figure out how to contact us where Duchess will send you a sticker.
I literally have said send a message on X.
On X, okay. DM us on X.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if we're ever going to sell merch, but John would like to, but we need a store, and I don't know if we can do that.
Huh? Okay.
Mike asks, when can we buy merch?
Oh, when can you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, I'm like one of the listeners now because you're answering questions that you'll put on the board, and I don't know what you're talking about.
And Google wants a shirt with your stupid face on it, she says. Oh, cool.
I can do that.
Well, you know what we can do?
Google, send me your size. And ladies.
Or we could just send everybody over to Horrible Designs. Jason has our logo.
Okay.
We can work that out.
He doesn't have mine. All right. I'll work it. Jesus Christ. This is a meeting. It's not really the show.
DM me your address for stickers. We'll talk about other stuff.
I swear to God, I feel like a dope right now. This is stuff that we should never do on a podcast. We should have this all worked out ahead of time. We should try to work it out in the middle of the show. At the end of the show, in the middle of the end.
You're fine, Google. Google apologizes for derailing, but it's not you.
It's Kate's fault.
It's always my fault.
All right, the Old Man's Podcast with Tom.
Yes. And the Who's Right Podcast with Doug and Anthony.
There you go. You want me to say anything about this or no?
What would you like to say?
All right. Well, when I was drunk on Friday and we were doing the podcast shout outs over on the Brand X podcast, by the way, I'm not going to tell you that's a good listen. That's a good 2-hour goes real fast listen with us over there. But anyhow, we were doing the podcast and I was quite loaded. And by the time we got to the shout outs, I said, you know what? I'm going to call Doug and try to make nice and see if I can try to put this behind us. Then I sobered up. And every time I thought about doing it, I went, I don't want to. I don't want to.
Okay.
So,
well, that's on you.
That's it.
All right. Well, so you went back on what you said. All right.
Well, whatever. I was drunk at the time. Am I supposed to be held to account on every time I say something?
Oh, okay. So you don't get to be held accountable on your drunk actions, but other people should.
Who do I hold?
I'm just remember. I want to state that so I can remember it later.
Yeah. If you get drunk and say something stupid, I won't hold it to you. Hold you to it. That's all. You have my word on that.
Okay.
Jeez. Listen, if you want to find out where to follow us on Twitter and all that stuff, just go over to boomerbunker.com. We have a website over there. In the bottom right-hand corner, there's a little microphone. If you'd like to send us a voicemail, you hit that little button and give us a voicemail, and we can use it on the show. I checked the voicemails and the messages before we came on. We got from our other phone number, which is 85. I can never remember the goddamn phone number.
I know the number. Would you like me to say it? 856-477-1935.
What Duchess said.
Yeah, that.
There we go. All right. I'm exhausted. Working on 3 hours sleep.
He is so
I
busy celebrating.
Stuttered through the show. And we really appreciate you being here. And listen, if you enjoyed the show and you like this old grumpy guy yelling at the lawn, get off my lawn or whatever, share it with some friends. Find some grumpy old white guys that might like this show and tell them about it. We'd appreciate it. Right, Duchess?
I think so.
All right. We'll be back here Thursday night, same time, same places. And we'll
same
talk
bad channel.
Same time, bat time, same bat channel.
That's right.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.